Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit of update on Reece James and Wesley Fofana's injury report. There's a price tag on Moises Caicedo. It's quite insane. And lots of scrutiny on Mark Cucurella. So let's talk about all of this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get stuck into this. Chelsea with a club statement in regards to Reece James and Wesley Fofana's injury. This is what they had to say. Reece James and Wesley Fofana will continue their rehabilitation programs this week in Dubai. A member of Chelsea medical department will accompany them. And consequently, there was another piece of report from The Athletic, which says neither Wesley Fofana nor Reece James are expected to play for Chelsea before the World Cup. I think that was quite obvious, although they remain optimistic regarding their availability for this winter's tournament. This is from The Athletic. Now, in regards to both of these players, I'm concerned, man. I really am. Obviously, we're not going to see them before the World Cup. And even after the World Cup, I don't think we're going to just see them start for us immediately. There will be a moment of getting back into the team again, easing them back into the team. They're not going to be thrown into the starting lineup straight away. Perhaps the month of January we'll probably go through conditioning, strengthening again, and perhaps from maybe at the end of January, maybe early February, we could possibly start see them start again. But is it a foregone conclusion once they start? Are we in the clear? I'm worried. I'm worried about both of these players. I mean, we'll see about Wesley Fofana, but I think about in regards to Reece James, we can categorically say this guy is injury prone. There hasn't been a single season that's gone by since he has debuted for Chelsea Football Club in that Frank Lampard transfer ban season. He's been injured every single season, muscle related, knee related, whatever you want to call it, he's been injured. So come this January, ladies and gentlemen, we have to, for the sake of Reece James, we need to protect this guy because I think his body composition, the way he's built, and how demanding that fullback or that wingback position is, takes the toll on him. And this is why Thomas Tuchel used to tell us, I'm probably going towards playing him as an RCB because the wingback position is very, very demanding. So something to think about for ourselves. I mean, regardless of us trying to protect Reece James, we still need a backup anyway. But even more so now, the fact that probably Reece James is not capable of playing, 50 or nearly 60 matches a season, much like Mason Mount. Mason Mount had some ridiculous amount of matches last season or the season before, nearly 60. So, yeah, Reece James is probably not that level of a player who can be available throughout the season like that. We do need to manage him. And if we can squeeze out perhaps 40 matches from him and then the other 20 matches, we can have a solid backup. And that's the thing. We need a solid backup. It can't just be any sort of backup like in the sense of Azpilicueta. Once again, I keep repeating, no disrespect to Azpilicueta, but it can't be of that level. The level cannot drop from Reece James, which is a world-class level, to like literally very, very average. Prime Azpilicueta, fair enough, but this Azpilicueta is running out of legs. So we need someone who may not be world-class as Reece James, but at least the drop-off isn't so obvious, so evident. Do you know what I mean? In regards to Wesley Fofana, however, ladies and gentlemen, we probably just need to monitor. He did have a break. He broke his leg last season. Obviously, then he returned back this season, and this season he's got that knee injury with us. So I can't really sit here and say whether he's injury prone or not, because breaking your leg, that's just a very it's an unlucky situation. It's not something that you can deem someone as being injury prone. But obviously, this knee injury, we do need to monitor what happens, how his body, looks after itself post two major injuries, how his body holds up. So we do need to see. But then again, honestly speaking, I've always had my doubts in regards to buying someone like Wesley Fofana. I think he's a talented CB, no doubts about that. there is mistakes in him as well. He's young. He's going to learn. But someone like Chalobah, look at the kind of defensive duty he's doing right now. I mean, is his quality that much lower than Wesley Fofana, who we bought him for what, 70 million, 75 million, something like that? So look, let's just hope that Wesley Fofana turns good for us, and we'll see what happens down the track. Let's move on to the next news, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know, I want to know from you guys how you feel about Wesley Fofana and Reece James. Reece James, obviously, we need a backup up. What's your thoughts on Wesley Fofana? Let me know. Some scrutiny about Marc Cucurella. Let's get in on this. I don't think anyone needs to worry about Cucurella, to be honest. He's proven to be a quality Premier League player, and I'm adamant he will be quality Chelsea player at a consistent level over the next few years. I mean, a lot of people are coming after Marc Cucurella, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to deny the fact that he's been very, very poor since he started for Chelsea Football Club. Maybe 1 or 2 games here and there he's been good. We have to put some context around this situation. He's come in, no preseason. He did not feature a single minute for Brighton in the preseason. He's literally been thrown into the deep end when he's joined Chelsea. I think it was the Spurs game. And then Thomas Tuchel got sacked, new manager. Obviously, the new manager is his ex-manager anyway. So there shouldn't be, you'd think that there shouldn't be any adaptation there, but it's a new club. It's a new environment. Lots going on, new owners. We just need to stay patient, man. And obviously, the constant chopping and changing. Sometimes we're playing with a back 3, sometimes with a back 4. Him getting substituted out at halftime, at minute 35. It would unsettle a player. Look, I've seen enough of this guy last season to say we've got a fantastic player. Like, there's a reason why I was so excited when we got this particular player. He's damn good. We can't sit here and now all of a sudden forget what he did at Brighton under Graham Potter. He was a sensational player for them. He could play as a wing-back. He could play as a LCB. I think much preferred in the left wing-back position. That's where I do want to see him down the track. But I think we've been forced to play him as a LCB because of Koulibaly's injury in recent matches. So look, let's have everyone back, and then let's see once he starts playing as a wing-back, if we do continue as a back 3, and if it's a back 4, I'd like to see him as a fullback to see exactly what he can bring us. But I'm not giving up on this guy, man. This guy's not a bad player. This guy is genuinely a very, very good player. But you guys let me know in the comment section, what's your thoughts on Marc Cucurella? Like, for me, he's got enough ability. We can see it. It's just lately it's been a bit erratic, and that's something he just needs to calm himself down. And I guess that is probably got to do with the new environment. So much like Graham Potter as well, both of these people need time. So I'm willing to give them that. But you guys let me know how you feel about Marc Cucurella. Do you think it's justified, the scrutiny that he's getting right now? Let me know. Next up, Fabrizio Romano. Look at this. This is mad. I mean, when I saw this price tag, I want to see what you guys have to say about this. I think Brighton have been simply excellent with their transfer strategy in the last few years. Zerbi loves Moises Caicedo, and so it's fair to ask that fee, 85 million, for a key player who has top potential for the future. 85 million for Moises Caicedo. Like, he's got at the end of this season, he'll have 2 seasons left. His contract is till 2025. He's a top midfielder. There's no doubt about that. Whether you want to play him as a deepest midfielder, whether you want to play him as a number 8, he will do a fantastic job, a phenomenal job. Like, we're not going to sit here and lie about that. But 85 million. I think Declan Rice is worth something around that price tag. And do you know what? Why not Declan Rice? Why not Declan Rice now? So, look, as much as I prefer Moises Caicedo, but that price tag, man, there's some really good ballers out there. Enzo Fernandez, there's rumors still in regards to Edson Alvarez. I'm not sure whether that price tag is justified with 2 seasons left. I thought someone like Moises Caicedo is probably somewhere around maybe max 55 to 60 million, and that's being generous. I mean, that's being very generous for the price tag. So look, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about Moises Caicedo. I think he's a fantastic player, but at 85 million, that for me is that for me is like borderline a world-class level of player. Like, I mean, you expect this type of player coming in and simply take over that midfield. And I don't know whether Moises Caicedo can just come in and just own it. There will be time of adaptation. There will be time of, him developing as well. Look, he's not the finished product. Like, for me, 85 million is probably a finished product. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea hope to finalise the appointments of Christopher Vivell and Paul Winstanley this week. A sporting director is not imminent because Todd Bowley is very comfortable in his current role. He and Baghdad Iqbali will remain heavily involved in January. So look, we're still doing the business away from the field. Off-field sort of recruitments are still happening. Christopher Vivell, I think, as a technical director, sporting director, I think at the end of the day, I think he'll probably be kept for Michael Edwards, which is fantastic whenever he's ready. For the time being, Todd Bowley and Baghdad Bali is wanting to do that job, and they're doing a fine job, to be honest. But all of these people, man, I mean, please fix up the team. Please fix up the team ASAP. You're getting all of these recruitments, head of recruitment, head scouting, and data analysts and whatnot. I hope you guys get it right for the January transfer window because it is essential. There is an expectation at Brighton that head of recruitment Paul Winstanley will be their latest employee to join Chelsea. An agreement has yet to be reached, but that is the direction of travel. This is from David Owenstein. Man, we are stripping open everything that Brighton has, man. We're taking everything away from them. I don't know how Brighton feels about this. I'm pretty sure they'll probably be able to fill in those positions, but really just taking everything they own. Look, bottom line, we can bring in all these people. It's important that we get the right personnel come January transfer window. We do need, as I said, a particular backup, a very solid backup for Reece James, and we do need some sort of recruitment in midfield and a very, very solid recruitment for that matter. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about everything that we've gone through, all the stuff that we've talked about. Please comment below your thoughts, your feelings about it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you have. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live sometime early tomorrow morning. Until then, see ya.